Jadeveon Clowney, seems like he's forgotten early in free agency every year, and then he pops up with some sort of a splash late. 2 years ago, it was that trade when he was franchise tagged to Seattle. Last year, he was a late training camp, no preseason, but close to the start of the regular season addition by the Titans. Now, visited the Cleveland Browns, left without a deal. How about the Browns with Myles Garrett, good God, on one side, and Jadeveon Clowney moving around wherever you want to put him? They've added Takk McKinley, but he's not Jadeveon Clowney if Clowney's healthy.
Yeah.
Clowney's got to be healthy. That's the lure has got to be. You're watching film of Clowney saying, my God. But then you got to accept the fact that he's going to go stretches of the season and not be at 100%.
Exactly. I think that's exactly the problem. I think it's another case here, too, where a guy walks into a building and he realizes the market's not anything what he was expecting it to be. And it's even though I'm Jadeveon Clowney, I would got to think he's about a little realistic about, hey, I do have a really big-time injury history. Even in Seattle 2 years ago where he did a lot of good things, man, I mean, it still was a lot of weeks of being banged up, hurt, not being able to play that year, right? I mean, there was really only a handful of, really special games or moments altogether. So with what we've seen, the lack of money given to talented, in their prime type of players who have no injury right now in the NFL, again, I think that's one of those where it pops out, where he's probably like, what? That's all you're going to offer me? Hold on a second here. He would be awesome coming off the edge, opposite of Myles Garrett. Again, hey, there's another team running the Seattle scheme. They're not interested in Richard Sherman either, Joe Woods and all that. He came from the 49ers. But, Clowney, again, is like you said, when healthy, is a difference maker coming off the edge. He's special that way. But I just can't imagine anybody giving him big money in a year like this.
I know. It is just amazing to think of what he can do when he's at his best. I still think about that Monday night game against the 49ers,
right?
When he was with the Seahawks. That was
amazing.
The force performance. But the end
result
was hurt
the next week, right?
He started to develop a sports hernia
right
in the aftermath of that game or during that game. I think he said at one point he felt it for the first time during that game. And it's unfortunate. He was the first overall pick in the draft, and he was well compensated, but not like the first overall pick used to be before they put in the rookie wage scale. He never got a big second contract. And it's not like we're not saying the guy's going hungry. It's just a shame that he hasn't gotten the financial compensation that a guy with his talent and ability deserves. But the problem is, when you have these health questions, it's hard to get a long-term deal. We've said this before. He's perpetually going to be a one-year deal guy for the rest of his career, Chris.
I think so, most likely, until he could show oh, wait, he's definitely healthy. He played 16 games last year. Then you might see him get a 2 or 3 year deal to go along with that. But, Mike, I mean, you're spot on. One, it stinks. I do. I hear you. I feel for you. I mean, this guy, feel for him that way. He's special. And he's way better than people even realize, as we've talked about before, too. Because when he is healthy, he is another one of those guys that's the king of the F to play up. Yeah, he might not get 12 and 15 sacks a year, but he's one of those guys you turn on the film and you go, whoa, run play, minus 3 yards. Wait, whoa, that was Clowney. He messed that play up. Oh, quarterback throws the ball out of bounds. Oh, that was Clowney who got in there and made the quarterback have to throw the ball away. There's just so many plays like that. He's got incredible play strength for a guy his size. He's a 265-pound guy that has the strength of a 310-pound guy and then has the speed of a guy who's 240 pounds. It's just really, really rare. Total freak in nature. But the injury bug has got him, and that's going to scare a lot of teams in this year like this. And the Browns, come on now. The Browns are close. They're close. They need to get somebody on the other side of Myles Garrett that they can depend on to play the whole year. I mean, they're kind of like, you look at their team and you start to go, oh, window, you're in the window here, and they could do something special. I'm excited to see what that next move will be to get them another pass rusher.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.